Hello, good morning. Again, we have come here with a new recipe. Hope your parents are well, them, and you are learning every day something new from them. Enjoy those days, enjoy their associations. Okay, so let us come to the new topic of today's discussion, that is tuple. So let's start. Tuple, as you know, it is almost like string, but in string, unlike string, it can contain various types of data. As string only contains string type of data, here various values of various data types can be contained, and tuple, the values are kept under parenthesis. Here it is. The syntax, see, the variable is equal to under bracket values, comma, separated by comma. Example, say day is equal to bracket Sunday underquote Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. Now, if you print day, the output will be under bracket the same as it is. You're getting? Say another tuple, say month is equal to January, Feb, March, April under quotation. Now you can concatenate the values of days and months. See, day plus month goes to X, and if you print X, first values of day followed by values of month will be printed together. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, January, February, March, April, Jan, Feb, March and April. Now you can check whether a particular value is present in the tuple or not. How? If, say, we want to check whether the Friday is present in day tuple. If fry in day, print yes, it is present. Else colon if Friday not in, see, it's a new thing. We know application of in, we can use not in also, not in day, then print not present. So not in also works as in, the reverse of in, the not in. Okay, so this is the use of not in. Please remember, it's a very useful application of in and not in. So this way you can check any particular value is present in the tuple or not. Okay, fine. We can compare the values among two sets of tuples. How? See. Say we are working now in shell. So triple greater than sign, 0, 1, 2, it is a tuple set of tuples, set of values, a tuple set of values 0, 1, 2, less than 5, 1, 2. So what happens? First to first gets compared. If first to first is correct, then output comes as a Boolean value, true or false. So naturally 0 is less than 5, so true. Next, another set of values in tuple 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 4. First to first will be compared, both are equal. Then automatically second to second will be compared, 3 and 3. Second is also equal, same. Then 5 greater than 4, yes, true, so output will be true. Now the comparison of the text values. First set of tuple Amit comma Sumit under quotation less than Rohit comma Sujit. Now first to first will be compared, Amit comma Rohit. So alphabetically comparison will take place. How? A and R. So alphabetical. So R comes far after than A is the first character of first character. So A less than R. So Amit less than Rohit. Okay. If both are same, then second will be compared. Similarly, Amit Sumit one set, another is Rohit Sujit another set. It is greater than. So no, it is not greater than. It is Amit is in ascending order. Amit is at the top. So it is false. So it is false. Clear? So this way, you can compare the sets of tuples. Okay. Well, how to print? How to print in a regular interval? Not regular interval. In a regular term. That is called. I mean to say. This is called transversing. Here also transverse works. The same way, say D is a value, tuple variable, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. For I in D, print I. So I gets values one after another. So print I, the values are getting printed Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. Now next, slicing. The same way as we did earlier, slicing of string values, same manner, same fashion. Here also values are getting sliced. Print D 5 colon under square bracket in Friday, Saturday. 5 means 5. So from 5th index to last index, Friday, Saturday. So Friday, Saturday will be printed. D 2 colon 5 from 2 to 5 minus 1. That means Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. D minus 1 to last. So minus 1 is here. So only one, Saturday. Minus 3 to last. Minus 3. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You are clear? So this way, the same technique as we learnt earlier, slicing can take place. Now, nested tuple. This is also very important. You should learn. You should understand it with your full concentration. Say double dimensional or nested tuple. There are multiple set of tuples in one tuple. Multiple set of tuples in one tuple. The name of the tuple is, say, player. There are few sets. This set, 3 sets. In player tuple, there are subsets like Sachin, comma 101, comma Kohli, comma 135, comma Dhawan, comma 68. Another set. The whole comes in one set of tuple. Now, how these are created? Virtually, how these are created? You know, actually, when we go for multi-dimensional value, practically it is printed, it is stored in a single row, but virtually we for our convenience we make it in criss and cross rows and columns form. So here we take a virtual format of these data. So there are 3 rows and 2 columns. So there are 3 rows and 2 columns. This is empty column. It has no use. In fact, I can strike it out also. Sachin 101. In 0 0 Sachin will be coming, and 101 will come in 01 shell. Okay. Next value, Kohli 135. So first in 10 Kohli will come, and in 11 135 will come. Dhawan 68. In 3rd row 0 column Dhawan will come, in 3rd row 1st column the 68 will come. So this way the values are getting distributed in the tuple. This is called multiple tuple. It is nested tuple, multiple dimension. Here let us see some application of the multidimensional tuple. How we can put values and how we can get the maximum value out of that. Okay. So naturally we need to use some functions if you want to use this library function. Otherwise you can make your own program, sorting program, to find out the greater number. Let us see. Here is the question the program of inputting value, input and create a multidimensional tuple or nested tuple and find the greater number and the name. So first we are creating a list. This is an empty list, as you know. Count is 1, C is 1, while C is less than or equal to 5. It means it will take 5 values. Say the program is enter name and marks of 5 students. Enter name and marks of 5 students in tuple and find the highest marks and the name of the scorer. So this is the question. How will be the answer? So first we have created a empty list, then count is 1, while count is less than or equal to 5, so 5 times this loop will run. Name, input, enter name, and marks, mark, the variable is mark, int, input, enter mark. STD, it is a tuple, marks comma name, marks comma name. So it is a tuple. First 2 variables, first variable carries the marks, second variable carries the name. So one by one tuple will be created, 5 times 5 sets of tuples, so multiple tuples, nested tuples. Now what we are doing in STD, in the list, we are inserting the values of the tuple. When after creating the tuple, first tuple, then we are inserting the tuple into the list. Rather, we are appending the tuple in the list. You know how the append works? I think we have discussed in class 11 how to append. So std was the name of the list. std.append under bracket stu is the tuple and std is the list. So in list std.append, in std in a list you are appending the value of STU. STU values of STU comes from this name, marks and name, then count C0 C plus 1 goes back and it will run 5 times. So 5 set of values will be taken. After that, so values, the values of tuple entered into the list. So now we will work on list. So std dot sort reverse true. Reverse true does what? The highest value comes at the top, the lowest value goes to the bottommost layer, bottommost array. So std dot sort values of std will be sorted reverse true. Okay, and you know I'll tell you that when you use sort function, then the values are sorted in the variable list permanently. Okay, I'll discuss in this this thing later on, just after this program. So sort, in descending order values are sorted. Now naturally, when in descending order the values are sorted, so at the topmost array, that is array 0 0 array, will contain the first value, I mean the highest value, and automatically the corresponding name will be coming, because set of values of the tuple come together. So highest mark, I have taken a variable highest mark, h mark will be std 0 0. The value of 0 0 index, 0 row 0 column index comes in h mark, and the next value 0 1 like this 0 0 0 1, value of 0 1 comes in NAM. Now print the highest marks, HIGHEST, highest marks, print highest marks is equal to h mark, and print name, name is name. So highest marks and corresponding name will be printed. So this way we can create a multiple tuple, then we taking the tuple into list, then we are sorting, then we are finding the maximum value. Similarly, you can find the minimum value also. Now, as I told you, let us find out the difference between sort and sorted. There are two functions, both sorts. In fact, both of these two functions sort, but their functionalities are little different. Let us see. Say X is a list, the values are 10, 50, 60, 30, 40. Now X dot sort reverse false in ascending order. So if you print X, the whole values has been sorted and then updated the values of X. Now if you print X, the values of X are 10, 30, 40, 50, 60. Are you getting? Short functions, reverse is false. That means it will be taken in ascending order. So values of X are rearranged and printed in the new values of X are in ascending order 10, 30, 40, 50, 60. In contrary, say sorted X, the syntax is a little different. Sorted X, reverse true. That means you are sorting the values of X in descending order, and that those values in descending order goes to Y. Now if you print Y, output will be 60, 50, 40, 30, 10. And if you print X, the the same value. So 10, 30, 40, 50, 60. So values of x are not getting changed. It remains as it is. Values are remaining as it is. The original values remain as it is. But when you shorted and you assigning the shorted value, that means values are getting shorted and it is getting assigned to another variable, then that variable contains the shorted value. But original values remain as it is. So this is the output tells that. So I think you understood the difference between short and shorted. Okay, thank you. See you.